Hello folks, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Ian and this is Ellie. Ellie! She's a bit deaf. We're currently on the best part of a 3-month trip around Europe, and we've already been through the centre of Spain, through Portugal and Gibraltar on the south coast of Spain doing the resorts. And in this video we're going to be nipping up into an extra special place called Garafé, and you need to see the video that's coming up of that. They've got an air there in the little village that has got free electric hookup. It's got a brand new shower block and toilets and all the usual facilities, and in that village they have cave houses, and I'd never seen any cave houses before, and it was nice to see, a bit weird, but nice to see. I can imagine them being really cool in summer like they're supposed to be. But we stayed in the air in the village for the first night, and then we moved on. But I'll leave you with the video now. Good morning. We're still here in Garafé, and this place has been described as Europe's Grand Canyon, and it's pretty spectacular. And I'm up early this morning. It's just after 7:30. Just had the drone up because this is supposed to be one of the best times to catch the hills in the low light. You can see the shape of the hills better. And the night before last we stayed in that air that I showed you, but last night we stayed here, and hope you can see that. And basically we're on the edge of a cliff, and the weather's pretty decent today. Yesterday it wasn't very good, but I spent quite a bit of time yesterday trying to get some drone footage so I could make a little video of this place, see if I could do it justice, which is quite difficult to do. It's so spectacular. But I'll edit it all together and we'll see what we get, and I'll show you what I've got, and that's coming up now.
With the shadows on the bedroom wall, silhouettes of memories that I can't recall, trying to be ready for the call, trying not to fall, ready for the landfall, rolling way too slow to win this human race, gotta travel light through this desirable maze. The miles I leave in traces on my face, signs of falling grace, filling up the empty space. But heaven knows I'm getting so
Not only is the scenery spectacular, the wildlife can be too, and I was lucky to drop on this young Spanish ibex. It was with a sibling, and they were walking about quite close to the road and allowed me to get quite close. Also a booted eagle was stretching its legs in flight. There was this black-eared wheatear, which was a bit of an oddity. This red-billed chough, it was the first time I'd ever seen a chough in the wild. And also male and female black redstarts. We left Garaffi and headed south again towards the coast, and there were some lovely views driving down. When we got towards the Sierra Nevada, I decided to go up into the mountains, and I thought I could see Mulhacen, Spain's highest mountain. I could see that there was snow still on the tops there, and thought it would be quite spectacular. There's about half an hour of winding roads to the top of the mountains, and I thought I could see what I wanted at one point, and then it was time to come back down the other side. And it just went on and on, twisting, winding roads, going down and down, down for ages. And I pulled in at one point for a rest, and then all smoke started coming off the brakes at the front. And one of the most annoying things about this is that when I took the van in for all the brakes doing to a service station near Findhorn in Scotland last summer, I told them what discs and pads I wanted fitting, because I knew I'd be doing stuff like this going up and down mountains, and they fitted me inferior ones and tried charging me more. But I got some money back off them, but that still left me with inferior pads and discs, and now I've got this problem. So it's going to affect my journey a bit. I'm going to have to keep away from the mountains from now on. We called in at Almeria on the coast, the only highlight being seeing this Serin and this hoopoe knocking about in the park, and we carried on north towards Mojaca. Yep, it's raining and it's cold, and I've got my jacket and jeans on for the first time since the 12th of April. That's the last time I saw rain. We arrived here in Mojaca this morning, and we've just had 2 nights in Almeria. The weather wasn't great there, and there was nothing to write home about, nothing to film. It's basically a city on the edge of the sea. The promenade's nice, and that's about it really. So what else can you do when it's raining? Just sit in your van or just get driving. So we set off this morning, and we've arrived at this park up. It's on Park for night, and I'm the only person here, and it's got nice views of the sea. On a nice day it should be quite nice, but unfortunately it's not. So I think I'm going to just spend tonight here and then carry on tomorrow. We're down on the beach at Mojaca, and it's not a bad morning, but my god, last night did it rain. We had a big storm come through that lasted for hours. It was thundering, it was lightning, and I don't think I've ever experienced as much water coming down on the van before, and it kept waking me up in the night. But it's forecast 90% to rain again today, and also for the next week or so it's not going to be great. But Spain needs rain. I think the farmers and the water authorities will be pleased about it, and I think they've only got about 25% of what they actually need, so it's not a bad thing. But we are going to move on today. Driving along the coast, it was evident that the storms had brought down rocks onto the road, and without any warning whatsoever, I came around this corner and this JCB was in the middle of the road moving them. I think in the UK the road would have been closed off completely, and there were also other rocks and things on the road further on. We've called in here at Palomares because of the Palomares incident, and what this was in 1966 on January the 17th, an American B-52 bomber carrying 4 hydrogen bombs, nuclear hydrogen bombs, and a refueling plane was carrying out refueling over the Mediterranean Sea close to the Spanish coastline, and they collided, and the refueling plane exploded, killing all the crew on board, and the B-52 bomber crashed. It broke up in pieces, and all 4 nuclear bombs came down. 3 of them landed on the land here at Palomares, and 1 of them landed in the sea. And they found the one in the sea after a 2.5-month search. But out of the 2 out of the 3 bombs that landed on land actually exploded. The non-nuclear side of the bomb exploded, but it spread radioactive plutonium over 2 kilometre square area down here in Palomares, and it's classed as one of the world's most biggest nuclear disasters ever. And looking at the colour of the sea compared to the rest of the sea around this coastline, something's still not right about this place. It's like chocolate. In February 2003, which is just over 20 years ago, I came to this place. It's called San Juan de los Terreros, and I was looking to buy a holiday home, and I'd seen this place. It was on a place in the sun with Amanda Lamb back then, and I'd flown to Spain and hired a car, and I stayed in a rented apartment in Guadamar, just up the coast. And I came here, and all this was then was a cliff. It was like a rocky outcrop, and they were planning to build apartments on here. And I met with the agents and looked at the plans and went into it all, and they were a bit above my price range. I couldn't really afford one, and I didn't like buying off plan either, because I didn't know what it was going to end up looking like. So I've come back 20 years later to see what it's turned out to be like, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm kicking myself a little bit now, to be honest, but I'll just show you around. I think you'll agree they're pretty nice, and what a view out to sea from here, and it's so peaceful. Oh well, never mind. Yep, it's raining again today. It's been raining all day. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. First chance I've had to get Ellie out, but we're here at Torre Vecchia, and we're here for a reason. We're going to try and get this one a European pet passport. So I called in at the vets at Lasagna Pets World this morning and made an appointment for tomorrow at 3:30. So we're going to go back then, and they didn't ask any questions that could prohibit us getting this pet passport. So hopefully if I can get that sorted, then next time there's no messing about with animal health certificates, etc. So I'll let you know how that goes. So we arrived at Pets World the next day, and it was a pretty straightforward procedure. I needed my passport, Ellie's documents, I gave them a Spanish address and my UK mobile telephone number. They gave Ellie a 3-year rabies jab, and after 15 or 20 minutes of filling in forms, it was all done, and Ellie was a proud doggy. Well, good morning. I'm trying to be quiet. It's only about 5:30 in the morning and couldn't sleep well, so we're going to have an early start today and drive up to Benidorm. We're here at Torre Vecchia, and I've been at this site. It's that site. Let's park up in front of these restaurants right next to the sea. You can see the town across that way. It's been nice here. The weather was very nice yesterday. It's due to be a bit bad today, especially in Benidorm where we're going, and forecast rain for the next week. But we'll see how it goes, and we're going to be setting off shortly, so we'll have a drive in the dark for a change. The rain continued to pour as we drove along, but eventually we got to good old Beni, land of the free, and once we'd checked in at the campsite, which was called La Torretta, we had a walk to the front, about a 25-minute walk from the campsite, and on arrival, who could resist a full English breakfast? After that, we had a walk down to the old town, and I even took my seagull friend along with me just for company.
It's not my fault. You've been lying, saying that I took away your peace. Drowning by yourself, now you wanna blame me. Like you have no options. I ain't take your options. Now I'm not the problem, man, that's on you, yeah. You've been terrorizing me, yeah, I'm always wrong. I knew you lost your mind when you dropped that bomb. Girl, are you crazy? Yeah, you must be crazy. I've been thinking lately it's you. You stole your peace, put it on me. Baby, it's you. Lying like a rat, but take your stuff back. Baby, it's you.
So the couple of nights that I was there, I went out on the town, and although the weather wasn't very favourable, it was a good laugh. And I ended up going to see, with some of my neighbours from the campsite, the UK champion Elvis impersonator, and it was absolutely packed and everybody was really getting into the swing of things. It was so fun. So I'm going to leave that one here now, and thank you for watching if you watched right to the end, and please subscribe, it really helps, and we'll catch you next time. Bye bye.